skiff house is coming along nicely. I've actually been doing some work on a skiff in there this week. It will give me a lot more flexibility and options. At the end of part 2 of episode 8, Unbeknownst was back in the boat shed, but that wasn't the end of Gary's visit, or even his contribution to this episode. I am trying to bring some other content to the wooden boat experience without always traveling to film it. The time-lapse footage from Georgia you'll see in this episode was done by Gary. It really helps to tell the story of that part of the episode. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 10. My earliest memory is riding in my grandfather's boat, arm over the side, hand in the spray. I've spent much of the rest of my life chasing this feeling. All of that has led to this. The wooden boat experience. Okay, battery, got an ignition switch and a start switch. Just running, there's just a little bit of antifreeze in there. We're running water through it first, warm it up, and then we'll shut it down, put straight antifreeze in there, start it back up, fog it, and kill it for the winter. So as this water's out, we'll close the petcocks, put the pipe plug back in, block those off, and run the antifreeze through. All right, you can see there's some antifreeze sitting down in the bilge. We just winterized the motor. It's Sunday. Gary's been here when did you get here, Gary? Wednesday night? Wednesday afternoon, but we didn't start work until Thursday, right? Yep. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we worked on it a little bit today, but we also picked up that Lyman. Man, did we get a lot of work done. I'll give you guys the whole list. I'm not going to bore Gary and myself, relive our nightmare. No, it wasn't a nightmare. It was fantastic. Motor runs great. Needs rejetting, but we're getting there. Might as well. Filter wrench.
I got one.
You got one? Okay. Don't get underneath that thing, Gary. I think so. I think you're okay.
Nice pack. All right, dude.
Be careful. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's make sure we got everything out. Okay.
We do. This is not
You want
loose
a
all the way.
half-inch open end wrench for that? Here you go. Right here.
Well, we can't until this pops. It's not going any
Yeah,
farther.
but it's gonna push that back for you.
Oh. Gary is taking the transmission back to Georgia. I'll be there in January, where Jim Grant will show me how to change it from a gear reduction transmission into a 1-to-1 ratio, and we will rebuild the transmission at that time. Gonna start it up, Gary?
No. I think it needs a little work before we get to that.
A friend of mine bought a trailer with a boat on it. They didn't want the boat, only the trailer. I worked out a deal for Gary to haul it back to Georgia. It's a 1961 25-foot Lyman sleeper. I think it's a 61. And I just didn't have time to do anything with it myself. Gary will bring the trailer back empty on his next trip north. Gary's leaving in the morning, and he is hauling some stuff with him to Georgia. We got a Lyman, the St. Lawrence skiff. That's not an anchor, that's Gary. A Lyman windshield, Paragon transmission, a starter off a Crusader in that box. He is loaded for bear. And we had a nice day for working out here for sure. Thanks, Gary.
Welcome to the Wooden Boat Experience.
Thanks to Alan Newell, we have our own maritime museum right here in Chippewa Bay.
Okay.